RSA approved.
We've got a great example here of the welfare.
How many years is on her, James? It might actually pay for the shearing. Hey, Ola!
Here.
So the first thing to do is get these sheep back to the shed, and we're going to draft the lambs and the ewes off. It's just easier for shearing when they're separated. There's a bit of work in that, but to get them that far we have to run them up through a gap up here on this side. So I've got the whole sheep moved into this wee field. This was the field that they were in that time we were at the bales, and we had to let them out. They had it eaten pretty tight, but the grass has actually come back. Even though the grass quality is not great, our growth here in Ireland has been pretty poor. It's been really cold. It's unusually cold here for the month of June. But we're right beside the shed here. We're getting a bit of a setup done inside. Myself and Robbie's tidying up. There hasn't been much done in the shed really since lambing, so we're just tidying up, moving stuff. We're going to get these will have to be brought into the shed, and we're going to divert the lambs and the ewes off. So a little job to do with these ratchet straps. You might have seen us doing this before. Now, just putting on these ratchet straps, we're going to do a bit of diverting of the lambs down here. So these ratchet straps, the problem I have with these gates, if you're familiar with them in my shed, is the lambs can actually jump through. Once you take the troughs off, which we've done now, the lambs will jump through. So just put on these ratchet straps here, and it kind of fills the gap in the gate. Simple enough way of solving that problem. We have a diverter here. We're going to run the sheep and lambs. Hopefully, here they're waiting down here. We're going to run them up here, round into the other shed, and do our diverting here. We'll keep our ewes back in on this side here. And we'll combo by. She's struggling. I've her old combo, Robbie. She's struggling. No, she'll bait you. She'll bait you now.
At least I didn't burn it yet.
Don't be afraid of that boot now. Give her the welly. I'll show you how to drive her. We'll be determined now to get up. I have a very simple solution now, but I'm not going to do it yet. If we take the quad out, that'll get them up. You buy you. Good job, Eamon. Ryan's retired. Now, Robbie. No. She's some van, boy. There you go. Huh? She is some van. She's some machine.
I take weight behind her now.
Oh, yeah, I know. She done well now. She done well. She let down her. She won't give up now. We have a bit of shuffling around here when the Pratley handling system is still here. We're actually going to use this. I don't have any pen in our gate set up in, you know, our long race, so we've nothing set up there. So we're going to make use of this and use this for separating the ewes and lambs. So we'll make a bit of a start and we'll get at it. Now, so these are the hogged ewes here. So we're just going to run them back in here. We'll close them in there. And then I think what we'll do is we'll put the rams in here. That's the plan anyway. So we'll try and get the last of these up. They're all heading the right direction anyway. Come on, come on. So there we go, that's all right. So we'll just close the gate behind these now, and then we'll run the rams in here. The last thing we want is them to mix, but I don't think any of them would be cycling or in heat. This is kind of a dormant period for the sheep now. They're not actually cycling now, and not saying they won't, but they shouldn't go in lamb. So you'll see the grass quality is not particularly good. It's kind of stemmy, and it's just, it hasn't been a great year for grass at all. Now those sheep are not doing too bad, but it really has been a difficult year grass wise. So just had a close one there. The rams actually didn't close the gate behind me. I said there's no way the rams will go over there, out onto the road, and they were almost out in the main road, but thankfully that truck driver was nice. He turned them back into the field. So we have them heading back. We're just going to get them through the handling pen into this other field, and then we get the ewes in next. So these are the hogget rams, these are the breeders. So that's the hogget rams moved. Now Robbie is just after coming here. He's saying how handy it is to have this set up here. Joe from O'Donovan's didn't collect it yet, so thankfully it's still here. We're at the very top of a high hill here, so there should be a nice breeze. It's pretty hot today.
Very hot, the same as the last time.
25 or 6, would it?
Yep.
I think every time Carl comes is usually scorching hot weather. This is the batch of sheep and lambs that you might have seen me using the shepherd's mate where we dosed and bolted them. Pops, what are you doing up here? Come by, come by, come by. So here's the tail end of the sheep and lambs going out. Just give you a look at this. This was a very moorish, kind of a wet bottom. It's actually rock here. And rushes. We'll see quite a few rushes on it. But they're pretty dead. They're pretty much dead now. You'll see the way they'll just pull out. So what we used here was glyphosate or Roundup in a weed wiper or a weed licker. Cian actually done that. My student at lambing time, at the tail end of the lambing when he was quiet, he ran around this field and gave them a wee tip with the weed wiper. The weed wiper is very good for getting the rushes under control, but you see we have another problem. We're fit to grow rushes and thistles on the same plot of ground, plenty of these, but you see loads of them around here, and it seems to be a very difficult year for weeds. The weeds are everywhere. It's a serious problem here for me anyway. A lot of nettles and thistles here on this bit of ground in particular. So this is the higher dry ground. This is rocky ground here and into the moorish kind of a bottom, but we seem to have the rushes under control, but these weeds are a problem. I don't know, we might try the weed wiper on them and see how it goes, but just seems to be a pretty bad year for weeds. Now going to be some fun to get these into the pen. It's always a lot easier to get sheep and lambs in off a road or a long kind of a pen, but this is going to be tricky. Now I think we're set up, we're ready to roll. We're just going to use the manual drafter here. We've all our sheep and lambs in this batch penned up here. I'll give you a bit of a look at the lambs. The lambs have done well. They've done very well actually. They're flying, nice and fat. So the sheep are looking pretty good too. For sheep that are suckling lambs, they can sometimes look a bit raggedy and bony, but they're not looking too bad. Robbie, you're happy enough with them? Absolutely. The dirty bums that we had when we done that first trench have dried up a fair bit, so we just run them through the drafter here. I suppose that is what this machine is for. We'll see how it goes. Not too bad. That was the handiest bit of drafting of sheep and lambs I've ever done. The flow was pretty good. They flew through it hanging up. But in that video where we were showing this handling system, we were bolusing the hoggets. I hope it's not too noisy. I mentioned that the weighing scales was particularly good, the way you could narrow it in. So here's the lamb in the scales, and I even narrowed it. It's on the second hole here. And the lamb is nice and snug. There's no risk of that lamb turning around here at all. So it's a good scales. Very good weighing scales. So just let him out here. Happy days. Robbie, what do you make of that job?
Good.
It's a good machine for drafting, isn't
Yeah,
it?
very handy.
That's what she's built for.
Very
I suppose.
cheap, isn't it?
Huh?
Very cheap to a moneyed man.
7,300. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd splurge that, but we'll soon find out. We're going to do something in the next few weeks. There will be a big reveal of the handling system that we are going to decide upon. We haven't decided yet, but
Right.
we'll make our mind up, Robbie.
Well, you could throw it out to the customers there and see
A vote.
to see what they would like, what they wouldn't like,
Yeah.
because you'd be well fit to fix anything.
But so we'll make a stab at it.
Oh,
innit?
yeah, yeah.
Right, we have our sheep drafted out. The ewes are here now, all separated out. That should leave it a bit handier for the boys. The lambs are out here. Let me know what you think of the lambs. One middling lamb and it's not particularly good, dirty back end, but the rest of them look pretty good. Very nice lamb there in the middle. So these lambs are approximately about 3 months old. 3 months would be the oldest of them, down to about 2.5 months. There's a lot of lambing went on in 2 weeks, so you'll see they're all pretty evenly matched. There's not too many smaller lambs in it. They've done well, even though the grass wouldn't be fantastic. We are just cruising in the sheep school combo. Robbie, she is summer sheep. Going to get lock.
I'll tell you when to take your knife and fall into the other.
Have you comprehensive on it? I wonder will it cover engine damage.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. See that now, don't drop it, just blow up.
Oh well, eh? What's she like for a timing belt this show?
What's that? What is that? Fuck to me, I
I
don't.
presume if she was never done so, if he's asking what is it.
Well,
You have this sugar long time, haven't you?
14 years, near enough.
Yeah. Very small mileage machine.
And that's the truth.
What's on her now? 83,000 miles.
60,000 miles when I bought it.
Is that all there was
That's
on?
all.
Yeah, she's going to get locked.
The most it carried was heavy bones.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Shorter.
never got dogged or abused until
No,
she joined
no, but she's
the
fucking
sheep school fleet.
She's getting it now.
Yeah.
But it's,
Gonna-
it's not too bad because
she's-
the company does buy your van
Yeah.
and down goes out.
She's like yourself, she's going to finish her days flat out.
Light a candle, don't push the dark. True, true.
Come on, Robbie.
Light a
Yeah,
candle,
wise
don't-
words.
Words of the wise.
Wise words. Right, we're nearly back home. We are heading back for the home place at the shed. We're going to gather up our sheep and lambs, get them in, try and get them sorted, split off. It's going to be a bit more work than that, but it depends on the flow. If the flow goes well, we'll be okay. That drafter, manual drafter on the Prattley job was a serious bit of equipment.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how fast we got that job done.
You'd want to put it out now.
Yeah, very good machine now, but we will keep going here. We're nearly there. We'll catch up with you in the shed. So we're just back over here in Dilla at the home place beside the shed here. We'll have to get all these sheep and lambs up the ramp here and into the shed. Never an easy job to get these young lambs and sheep moved, but they're getting a little bit older. They're a little bit easier to move, but we'll see how it goes. last, it's going to be unbelievably noisy. But this is one batch here, and this is the balance in here. So, a lot of lambs in here. We're just going to run them through the drafter here, or the diverter I should say. We're going to keep the ewes in on that side and let the lambs back out and see how it goes. So out of all the lambs, 2 sheep got past me. So try and get these in here. Hopefully they'll head in. So the 2 sheep that got past me, we'll come back in here. Here they are here, and a few lambs. But a lamb of interest. The big Texel lamb, looking particularly well. Look at that for a big Texel head. Nice lamb though. That's some operation, Carl. Look at this.
Such a cabin.
Now, so the shearers have just arrived. I have a good sweat up. Been sorting these sheep and lambs there. You'll see that in the time lapse. Good sweat worked up. We've all the lambs in here in this pen. The shearers have just arrived. They're getting set up now, but this is my favourite time of the year because you get to see all your lambs here in one batch. We'll just get a look at them all here. We don't always get to see them like this. Nice Texel lamb coming there. A beauty. One of the neighbours. Very nice to see your crop of lambs like that. Very, very nice. Now, the lads are just set up here. We have 3 men on the go. We have young James Riley is back here. You're welcome back, James. You've lost, I'd say, about half a stone since you were here last night. Carl, Mr. YouTube is here again. You're welcome back.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Man.
Ready for action?
Yeah, you're ready to roll. Yeah, you have quite a lot of 100 done already.
Yeah. What, 350, 400?
There's a warmed up on it. We've about 250, somewhere between 250 and 300, I'm not sure, but you will tell me anyway.
Oh, 300, definitely 300, that's what's in it.
Yeah, and we have another man who was here a few times before, Johnny Patterson. Yeah, Johnny was here back in my younger days when I was starting out at sheep. It was the first time I ever clipped Joe lambs, and Johnny done them for me. That's surely 6 years ago.
10, maybe more, 7.
Maybe.
It could be
7. Yeah.
7 or 8, is it?
Another Donegal man here as
The
well.
shade wasn't up long.
That's only 5 years. That's 5 years. We actually clipped them in my slat shed, so that was
Yeah.
about 5.
I even sheared up on the lane up there one time.
Well, that's heading for 10 years ago. Yeah. I was new at the job. Yeah. We've Robbie on the go, and we have Jazz. Yeah. We have Jazz here as well. You might recognise Jazz from Carl's videos. You're welcome to Sheep School.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you.
And we have another man here as well. You're welcome. Fair play. Right, we'll make a start. We're holding these boys back.
Huge team, I don't know who's paying all of them.
Yeah, we've another man coming as well if he shows up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right, we get to it. Now, we're flat out here, Shearing. My Damen student Kean is back to give us a hand. You're welcome back, Kean.
Thank you.
Good man, fair play to him. I didn't realise, if I said we needed a bit of help, I didn't realise how busy we were going to be. Flat out here. 3 lads on the race trailer.
And we're still busy.
It's very busy, yeah. Loads of help here, so Robbie's just gone to get a few more ton bags. We're running a bit low here, but we're going right. Keep at it. The staff crew is just after landing. I have Ada, my little girl, on top. And I have 3 nephews here, Bobby, Donica and Oisin, and the other little girl, Enya, is here as well.
Don't forget the main man.
You know hold on from there. And my brother Rob is after landing here as well, with the youngest little man, Finn.
Fascinating.
How are you getting on?
Good.
You happy?
Not as red as you.
Yeah, a lot of blood pressure. Blood pressure's up here. Top score. Enya, what do you reckon? What?
Can I shear a sheep?
Hey, Carl might let you do a bit of a blow there. No, he's just after finishing. Maybe on the next one. Maybe on the next one.
Can I go on?
Do you want to do one? It's great. Great to have a staff team like this.
Bend your knees more. Ready? And over here, over here. Hey!
Super job. Well done, Ada. Orla, you're very welcome. Look what she comes bearing gift. That loop on the brunch, you're a great one, Orla.
Well, Rob did say that your mother would have brought Magnum.
Yeah, probably the millionaire.
Yeah, but unfortunately I married her a sheep farmer.
A poor sheep farmer. You're very welcome anyway.
Thank you.
We haven't that many left. 2 sheep left.
5 to get dinner ready.
Yeah, how does that look?
Lovely after a hard day's work.
You're Orla, in fairness to you, a great woman. Thank you. So they're rattling away, they're flying through the unbelievable the pace that they've got through these sheep. So I have a few visitor sheep here. A few visitor sheep. It's a neighbour that reared these as pet lambs. So he asked me could I shear them, and I said no problem, so try and get them in here. No. Racing, racing.
Yeah. Very good.
Down there. The boys are just having a wee ice cream break here. Fair play to Orla now, she brought us home. She always thinks she's by
Spoiled rotten.
She's a star. You fell on your feet, as I said.
I know you have. You know it. Yeah. We got on well there. You spilled it back through them. Something like the race trailer and the third man.
Oh yeah, 3 shearers.
It took me.
The 4 man.
Aye, the man. You see the wines. You've wisdom behind you, Johnny.
They have to beat me. You're
yeah. Well, we're going to gather up here, pack up, grab a bite to eat. We'll catch up with you over in the other spot beside Mother's place. Now, we are just over on this other block of ground. We have the
hard work is done, is it?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a job to get going after that feed.
Yeah, no, yeah. Or something to lean on.
Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Empty sacks don't stand, full sacks don't paint.
That's
Trying to
right.
get that balance right, isn't it? Serious feed now, I'll tell you. Or some woman. Yeah,
Spoiled, spoiled.
and she's a character too. I'd actually like, I know she's camera shy, but it'd be great to see a bit more of her.
yeah, no, she...
She's warming up slowly.
Yeah, she's warming up. That's the good way of putting it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get there eventually. But
You're just wearing her down.
we just have to watch our language now. That would be a bit of a problem at times.
All our language is the trend now on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Sure, look, we'll keep you updated. We're going to make a start here, and we'll keep you posted. How we
Okay.
go. Yep.
Great to see our senior citizen.
There's Mike. It's Johnny, is it?
No, just dirt.
Is it? Did you find out with maggots in the other spot?
Yeah. Well, is this not hiding, David?
Hey, this buck down here, James.
Oh.
The young lad, Kyle. It was a pet of his. How many years is on her, James?
I'd say 4 or 5 minutes.
Do you think so?
Well, it's 3.
Yeah. It's like Fiona here. Kyle, this is your pet. You're welcome back. This is Kyle. You might have seen him in the lambing videos. You're welcome back.
Oh yeah.
This is his own pet sheep that was lost for a wee while and she returned.
Nice.
Yeah. It'd be good to get her cleaned off.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad to lose it.
Yeah. It'll not do her any harm, alright. Yeah. Alright, good man. But
That idea might catch on now. Only pay for the shearing once every 3 years.
yeah. It just shows the problems with
Catch
it.
on anywhere and catch on in cabin. A lot more easy to cut than like this.
I see that, James. We'll see your skills here now, Giles. Yeah, I better give you a hand there, Keane, now. Well, Giles is a wool handler, I suppose. Savages
Yeah,
fall
that would be
under-
the correct
Yeah,
term.
we don't know what they are now in Ireland. We don't do much wool handling.
I've noticed that.
It's just straight into the bag. It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Nothing very fancy.
We don't really value the wool much, but this is a good example of why we shear sheep.
Yeah.
That's good.
We've got a great example here of the welfare, why we're doing it for their welfare. So wool is actually keratin, like your hair or your nails, so it will keep growing. So if you don't shear a sheep, it keeps growing and growing and growing. You end up with this massive,
Yeah.
matted weight that they're having to carry around, and it's so uncomfortable for them. So it's so important that they get that cut off every year, just so that they're happy, healthy animals.
Well, you are after showing us your skills of laying that out there. If you had to guess,
Laying it, I couldn't really throw
if you
it.
had to guess, how much heavier is it than a normal fleece? Would it be twice the
Oh,
weight?
I'd say 3 times as heavy.
You might actually pay for the shearing.
It's a good length on there. Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, thanks, John. We'll keep at it here. The wool is gathering up. We better keep going here. Yep.
When you order a drone off Wish.com. Leave a good one for the farmer to last, very important. We really appreciate getting the shearing off him.
Oh, Carol, look at this. You know how to give me hard.
What is it?
Jesus, this is pure hard.
It's a tough job, that.
Isn't it?
Does your back ever get sore?
You know what? It was a tenner for this sheep now. You know that? I'm not saying you get it now. Carol, I'm afraid you can take over.
Alright, I'll hack it off. I've had me fun now. We do need to get home, so I better.
You've seen enough. No, I can't cope with that now. You picked a good one for me, all right.
That was pure luck,
Good man.
actually.
So Carl is just finishing off this sheep here. He subjected me to. She's pretty sticky.
Yeah, that's it. The majority of them are good now, so
Yeah,
can't
just
complain.
better knock this thing off. I had to actually tweak this for the boys. I had to take a screw out and open it up a little bit, so I better put the screw back in. So we had her tweaked up a bit. It was struggling to run the third handpiece, so took out a little screw out of it and opened up the revs a bit, and it was just about fit to run it, but we'll just put it back the way it was in case she blows up. Thanks for coming at short notice.
Oh, sure. Any time.
Damn glad it's a bit of help now. That race trailer, the 3 shears, were fairly
Oh,
rattling
now it's
through.
not too slow now.
Yeah, yeah.
This is hard to keep sheep to it.
Well, good man, fair play to you, and sure, I'm sure we'll see you at another stage on Sheepskill.
Oh, definitely.
Good man, thanks.
No bother.
RSA approved.
Absolutely, all day.
How do you?
I stand over and speak, but I ended up on the ditch for Sunday work, and Mum and Dad are always on about
That's
it.
punishment for you.
Sunday work, yeah.
That's a higher power
Yeah,
punishment.
that's basically, yeah. I may as well have not have bothered gone to work. I should have stayed in bed.
Yeah. Anyway, you have a great day's work done now, in fairness to you. Fair play
Mighty,
to you.
mighty.
Good man, it's great to get that
Cheers
off
for
now.
putting them up first.
Well, I'm heading away on holidays now, and I can go with peace of mind knowing I have no
Great,
maggots.
yeah. Think about me when I'm...
Oh, I will when I'm
Flat out.
stretched out now. Yeah, I will
Yeah.
surely. You'll be busy. You know how it is for you for a
No,
while.
no, not for a while, yeah.
You have a lot of sheep on the boots.
6 or 8 weeks, thousands of them.
But you'll have
Oh,
10.
there's 10 at least, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just good to have them.
Mm-hmm, it is,
good man.
yeah. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Now you have it, yeah.
Same goes.
Fair play to you, good man.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Carl.
Awesome.
Now, that is the job done. Fair play to the whole crew. Good man, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
James. Jazz, fair play to you. You've done a good day's work. Thank you, fair play to you all. Lennon, good man, fair play to you. Thanks, Cian. A good man, Robbie, as always.
As always.
Every day is a school day,
It's getting
and usually hardship. Good man, fair play to you.
The teacher only put outside the classroom.
That is it. Thanks for watching.
Over and out.
We'll see you next time.
Keep it country.
Good luck, thanks. We'll see you. That's it, Robbie. Big day's work.
Big day's walk. Tired.
Yeah. Sleep tonight.
No, sleep now.
Sleep myself.
Sleep now.
Yeah. All right. Keep her lit now. Give her Dixie going down the road. All right. Come on. Thanks for your help. Good luck.